Hello everyone, so now we are going to discuss about IPv6 lab. In this one we are going to do the RIP, how we can configure RIP we are going to learn. So what I will do, I will take two router as we are taking in the OSPF, EAGRP everywhere. I will take two router and then we will take two switch. If you see, we will take two switch. After that we can take some computer here and here, and then we can connect this. As we do before, same thing we will do that one. Like before we are doing same thing. Now here we need to write what IP we are planning to use and what IP we need to assign. So I already wrote the configuration. So if you see, this is the IPv6 RIP configuration. So this side we will use this IP, okay, F0/0. So I can paste this here. In this side we will use this IP. Just I am putting the label, this F0/0 we can use this. And here F0/1 we can use this. And yeah, not here, we can use this side. Same like what we are putting before, same similar thing like we do before in the OSPF EAGRP, same thing we need to do. Okay, so this one like 192.168.1.1, and here again 192.168.1.2, same concept we will use here. This is the IP we are using, so I pasted the IP here. I am going to explain you this configuration. First we will make the topology ready. If you see, this is the IP we are going to assign to this interface, 2001:1/64, means we have 64 network portion. Here 2001:2, same subnet we have, the network will be from the same subnet, and this side we are assigning this 2002:1, here 2003:1/64. 64 we are using to differentiate the network and host portion, as we discussed before. Here we will write the network portion. So now this is the configuration. This is the topology. Now we need to write the configuration. And regarding the IP schema, if you want to assign to the computer, here what we can do, here we can put 2, okay, like this, and we can assign to the machine. Here you can go and remove this slash value. Here we will write like this, and for this computer we can write, instead of 2 we will write 3. Same like what we are doing for IPv4, same thing. Here IP look little big, like 192.168.1.1 we are writing 2.1 or 2.2, like that only. So now here also I will copy, I will assign here to this computer. Here should be 2. Something wrong we assign here, let's see. Here I will assign this one. Here I will put 4. Here 64. Here we can put /64. Okay, so no doubts, right? Just this is a basic topology we design from long time we are doing this lab, but we are using the IPv4. Now I am going to use the IPv6. So we need to use some routing protocol. We can use the static route, default route, or RIP, or OSPF, or EIGRP, something we need to use here in this one. Then only this network will go here, as we know that one. So what we are going to do here, if you see, we are going to configure the IPv6 and we are going to enable the IPv6 routing. Now we are going to learn how we can configure the RIP. So if you see, this is the R1 configuration. We will go enable and config T host name we will change, and now we are going to enable the IPv6 unicast routing. After that we are going to interface. If you see, this is my interface, okay, F0 by 0. So here I am going to assign the IP, this one I am here, F0 by 0. So in this topology we have opposite interface, F0 by 1, so I can change this as F0 by 1 and this should be F0 by 0. So F0 by 1 I am assigning the IP 2001:1/64, and we need to enable the IPv6 under the interface. So I wrote IPv6 enable, then we will write no shut. So we assign the IP address to this interface, then we will go to this interface, interface F0 by 0. I will write IPv6 address 2002:1/64. Then we will enable inside that interface IPv6. Now the routing will start. IPv6 routing we will write. After that we will write RIP and we define some variable here. You can write here anything. I wrote ABC. Whatever you are writing here, that should be we will use here also. So you can write here anything. I will show you when you press question mark, they will ask us to write. So what we are writing, IPv6 RIP, and under the interface you need to enable the RIP. Like in the OSPF we are going under the interface and enabling, same thing, IPv6 RIP, and we will define the constant what we've done, what we use here, then we will write enable. Then we will go under another interface and we will do the same thing. If you have more interface you will do same thing. And here also same thing, you will go enable config T, like you will go in the privilege mode, then configuration mode. You will change the host name, then you will enable the IPv6 unicast routing, you will assign the IP, and then you will configure the RIP. So let's first of all what we will do, I will copy paste the IP address in the R1. So I will copy paste in the R1. If you see, no error, nothing, everything is good. And after that, if you see this one, I will show you this. If I write this, let me show you how we will enable the RIP. After that I will press question mark. Let me go exit first of all this one. Now I will write IPv6 router RIP and press the question mark. Here if you see, they are asking word use selected string, identify this process. So here to do that one I am here writing ABC to identify that process. You can use any word here. Then we will go under the RIP here. After that we can go to the interface and enable that one. So whatever interface we have, we need to enable under that interface. You need to remember whatever word you are using here in this place, like ABC, you need to use same thing here also. Like you will go under the interface and you will write IPv6 RIP, and what word we use, we will use the same thing, and then we need to write enable. For other interface also same thing. So this way we can configure the RIP in the IPv6. Now we will do for the router 2. Router 2 also same concept, everything is same. If you see configuration, everything is same. We will go here and we will write first no, and then we will paste here. If you see, everything is okay. Now we can check, we can write show IPv6 root, and you will get here the root. If you see, this is the root you are learning from R. If you see, R is nothing but RIP. You are learning this. If anyone want to go to 2002:/64, they can go through this interface. Okay. Now if you ping the PCs also, it will work. If you want to ping this machine, this one, I can copy this IP from here. I can go here in the command prompt. I can write here ping, paste here. It will work, because before we don't have routing, but now we have the routing, so it should work. If it is not working, then we need to do troubleshooting. It is not working. Why it is not working? Because we don't have the default gateway. So if you remember, we need to assign the default gateway to the computer so they can leave the network. So this is the router interface IP. That will be the default gateway. So I will go here. I will assign this is a default gateway. Okay, for this computer also this is a default gateway. For here also you need to put this router interface which is facing towards the computer. That will be the default gateway. Okay, now we can do again. See, it is working perfectly. Now it is working perfectly. So I hope it is clear for you. What we can say, this is a basic lab how to configure RIP by using the IPv6 in Cisco Packet Tracer. Same thing you can do for like in the EVNG or GNS3. Same concept you can do. So let me stop